Hey folks, and welcome to another video of mine. In today's video, we're going to be doing a quick unboxing of the Samsung T7 SSD and a quick setup along with my PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, I know this has been around in the market for quite some time, but I actually decided to go in for this upgrade. Now, the reason why I call it an upgrade is simply because of the fact that the PlayStation 4 Pro still relies on an HDD, and that too with 5400 RPM. So we're going to take a look at how the speed with this new beauty stacks up against that. Well, of course, there is no competition, but it should give you some context as to how it positively impacts your gaming experience on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, with that said, we're going to take a look at what's inside the box, and like I said, a quick setup with my PlayStation 4 Pro. So, with that said, let's get started, folks. Alright, so on with the unboxing. Now, before I unbox this little beauty, I do want to mention that I already own a T5 and a T7, and I use it along with my Mac. And I'm going to make a quick comment as to how they perform in terms of the speed of writing and speed of reading. They are absolutely phenomenal. In fact, one of the reasons as to why I went along with this external hard drive is because of the performance that I was actually getting out of the T5 and the T7, and I have been impressed. They are extremely good, works along with your iPad as well, and they really do a great job. And that made me want to get myself another Samsung T7 external hard drive, and this time for my PlayStation 4 Pro to be precise. So let's quickly take a look at the box. I'm just going to keep this aside. I'm going to show you first what's written on the box. Now, as far as what's on the box, well, we have some information like the name. On the sides, it's got a 3-year limited warranty. Behind, you've got the price. Of course, we are taking a look at the Indian unit, and therefore you have a price of 12,999 Indian rupees. However, on the sale, you could get it as low as 5,999. In fact, I got it for as low as 5,400. In fact, 5,399 with an additional discount that was going on the Amazon sale. Now here you've just got some information about the dimensions of the device, and this device is tiny. It is so cute, and it can easily fit into your pocket, and you can carry this around anywhere you want. It talks about performance, speed up to 1050 MB per second. Now that is fast, and the speed is supported by USB 3.2 Gen 2, that's 10 Gbps. It's got amazing portability because of its form factor. As I told you, it's extremely compact. In fact, the T7 is only slightly bigger than your T5, but both are extremely portable. And in terms of reliability, it even comes with your AES 256-bit hardware encryption. You've even got a touch variant on the T7, but I've not got that touch variant one, where you kind of unlock your SSD along with your fingerprint. So you've got like biometrics in there as well. But in this video, we're taking a look at the Samsung portable SSD T7, and as you can see, we've still got the stickers on, so we're going to take a look at removing these stickers first. Let's see if I can just use my fingers. All right, number 1 is out, number 2 is here, and all right, so let's quickly take a look at the box and see what's inside. Alrighty, well, a box inside a box. You've got your Samsung logo. Well done, Samsung. So we're going to keep this aside, and we're going to take a look at what's in here. Alright, so you've got this box, more Samsung. It's like those Russian dolls, where there is a doll inside a doll inside a doll. And yeah, so what's in here? Well, your hard drive's right here, I guess, and this opens like this, by the way. All right, so just want to show you again. Okay, this is how it is. Opens up like a candy box, and here you have this bright blue color, and I'm liking this. In fact, this will go along with my PlayStation 4 Pro as well, quite well, because the entire interface of your PlayStation 4 Pro is blue in color. So I quite like the color, and apart from that, there's nothing in here. So we're gonna keep this box aside as well. All right, and whoopsie, there you go, tray. And what else is in there? Well, you've got this box, and in here you've got some documentation, portable SSD T7. If you want to read it, you can read it in different languages. You've got two cables, and this is what I love Samsung, T7 SSDs for, or even the T5 actually. You get a couple of cables. So you've got a USB-C type to a USB-C type, and then you've got this, USB Type-C to the, old kind of, USB connection. So different strokes for different folks, but hey, you've got options here, and I appreciate that along with this. So that's all you get in the box, apart from the box itself, or rather multiple boxes within the box. It's like a dream within a dream within a dream. But here you go. Manual, couple of cables, and the beautiful and the compact Samsung T7 SSD. Look at how slim this is. Amazing. You've got the USB Type-C where you connect this, and again, it is small, compact, light, and extremely portable. Love it. Let's hook it onto my PlayStation 4 Pro, and let's take a look at how easy it is to set up. Alright, so that's my PlayStation 4 Pro screen, and now I am gonna hook this onto my PlayStation 4 Pro. Now the thing that I want to mention is that the old type of USB is what you would need to use. I mean, that cable which comes along with your USB-C to your USB 2.0 or USB 3.0, and this goes into your PlayStation 4 Pro, and I'm quickly gonna connect it and see what happens. So let's take a look at this, and right there, in it goes. And you can install applications on your USB storage device. So there's a pop-up that has actually come, and let's take a look at what we can do with it. All right, so let's move over to settings. Let's move over to devices. Let's move over to USB storage devices. And here, as you can see, this shows up as your Samsung SSD T7. So it's already popped up here, and it was just plug and play. So what we're going to do is we're going to format this as an extended storage. All right, so that's what we're going to do. You get a couple of options here. You got to stop using this USB storage device, and the second one's format as extended storage. So we're going to format this as extended storage. That's the option that we're going to select. Let's do that. You can install applications in extended storage. However, saved data, screenshots, and video clips will be saved only in system storage. So what this basically tells you is that although you can store your games on an external storage, but when it comes to your screenshots, or when it comes to your saved data, or even your video clips, that's still going to be stored on your internal storage. So there's no getting around it. Alright, this device will be formatted as extended storage. When you format this device, all data on it will be deleted. We are ready to format this baby. So this device will be formatted as an extended storage. Are you sure you want to continue? Well, yes, of course, we are sure we want to continue. So I'm going to hit on that button. This device has been formatted as extended storage. So applications will now be installed in extended storage. To change the install location for applications, go to settings, storage, and then select application install locations in the options menu. To stop using extended storage, press and hold the PlayStation button to display the quick menu, and then select sound devices or stop using extended storage. Of course, we don't want to be using this option. We don't want to stop using this as an extended storage. But yeah, it now, I don't know if you've noticed, but now it's green here, and you can completely use this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to storage. Now you've got a couple of options here. You've got your system storage, and as you can see, I've already run out of storage. That's why I did need an extended storage, and I wanted to get in SSD for it. So here you've got an option now of extended storage. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to get into your internal storage, and we're going to take a look at the applications. All right, so I'm going to try and move a few of the applications. Now let's take a look at let's say Cyberpunk. It's a huge application. As you can see, it's 100 gigabytes worth of storage that it actually consumes. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to move to extended storage. Now it's as easy as that. All right, it's plug and play. It literally guides you every step of the way. So you can't actually go wrong with this. I mean, you've got Sony doing a fabulous job of guiding you, literally holding your hands, your digital hands, so to speak, and then asking you to do what you need to do next. So here I'm simply going to move this game over to the external extended storage, and we're going to take a look at how long it takes. So all right, I'm going to move Cyberpunk and I'm going to move it over to the external storage. So here you've got an option called move. I'm quickly going to click on that. The selected application will be moved to extended storage, and bam. So I'm not going to take or utilize your time. I'm simply going to come back and show you and share my experience as to how long the whole thing took. So we're going to take a look at how long it took. So I'm just going to put a timer on from here on in, and I'm going to calculate how long it actually takes for the item to get moved. So timer and stopwatch and on. Let's go, folks. So here it says 16 minutes. Well, that's how long it says it will take, but we'll get to find out exactly how it took. All right, so I'm going to come back and I'm going to comment on that. All right, so here we are. Now, as you can see, the system storage is here, and I moved the 100 gigabytes worth of Cyberpunk 2077 from the internal storage over to your external, or in this case, extended storage, as Sony would have you call it. So here, I'm just going to click on this, and I'm going to show you that it has now come over to this particular drive. Again, in applications, 100 GB. Now, although it stated that it took around, or it would take around 16 minutes initially, but actually, I'm just gonna share a screenshot here. I don't know if it's gonna be visible. It took me around 22 minutes to get there, all right? So it transferred 100 gigabyte worth of game in less than 25 minutes. Now that is phenomenal. Again, I mean, it's fabulous. So this is your Cyberpunk, and I'm just gonna open this Cyberpunk game just to show you that it actually works as intended. So I'm gonna click on this, and I'm going to open it up. I'm going to load it up so that you get an idea as to how long it takes for a game which is now stored on your extended or external storage, which is the Samsung SSD, and how long it actually takes to open. So, all right, so I've clicked on it. So far, so good. The game screen has actually come up. So technically, the game should work. We should not have any issues. And again, it took 22 minutes for the game to be transferred from the internal storage over to the external storage, and that is a very good time in my opinion. So even if you want to move games around from your external to the internal storage, I think you get an idea as to how long it will take. So if it's taken like 20 minutes for 100 gigs, so if it's a game of only about 25 gigs, so you can very well imagine it's going to take like 5 minutes, and that is a very good time, guys. So I'm just going to click on continue, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to load this game up completely, and I'm going to show you how long it actually takes for the game to be loaded. So I'm going to click on continue. Here we are, and it should give you an idea. So bam, and you can just set a timer as to how long it takes. That was quick. It was like instant in terms of how long it took to get here. This is still the loading screen, as you can see up here. It's loading right here, and I'm just gonna put the volume up a little bit. All right, so as you can see, this is fast, by the way, guys. I mean, it's loading up really fast, and it's done. It's loaded, locked and loaded, ready to play. Wow. So as you can see, runs smoothly without any hiccups, no issues whatsoever. And now I'm playing this off the external storage, the SSD that is, all right? So, so far so good. What we're gonna do is a last try for this particular video. Of course, these are not extensive tests. I have kept, those for maybe a future video, or videos rather. But now we're just gonna test Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're gonna check the loading times from the internal storage, and then I'm finally gonna show you, how long it takes from the external storage when I finally transfer the game over to the external storage, that is. I'm going to click on continue here, and then I'm going to click on the timer. All right, so I click on continue, timer. All right, so I've got the timer on now, although the screen's gone dark, but I can assure you that I've got the timer on. I will put it up on the screen as well, just to let you know as to how long it actually took, that initial boot. All right, so we're already in 19 seconds. Everything is dark right now. 25 seconds and counting, and we haven't even got AWAR up on screen yet. All right, so that's how long it has so far taken. So we finally got AWR at 35 seconds, and that's how long it took for AWR to come up on screen. Now we are 42 seconds and counting, and there's still nothing. This game takes a long time to load. All right, so the load times are extremely long if you are loading it, especially for the first time, you know, when you're entering the game. And even fast travel is excruciatingly long, I should say that. And that's one of the reasons as to why I got myself an SSD, because I actually wanted to see how this performs, especially games like these, you know, Assassin's Creed Valhalla or Assassin's Creed Odyssey, how it actually performs with an SSD. Does your PS4 Pro perform like a PS5? Now we are already 1 minute and 30 seconds into the game. Wow, 1 minute and 30 seconds and still nothing, all right? So 1 minute and 37 seconds into the game, and this is taking long, guys. Wow. This is long, is it not? That's what makes the videos, you know, long as well. But I want to show you the real life experience. You know, I could have just edited this out, and I could have, you know, just shown you the timing, but I want you to experience it as I am experiencing it. You know, as any gamer on a PS4 Pro would experience it while they're turning or switching this game on. Now, 2 minutes and 13 seconds, incredible. Still nothing. Ho ho ho. Now we're really heading into that 2 minute 30 second mark, and still got nothing. I mean, nothing's come up. My hand is right here, ready to hit on that stop button in anticipation that it's gonna take less than 3 minutes. Well, I certainly hope it takes less than 3 minutes, because this is incredibly long, guys. I mean, whoa. I think it's gonna cross the 3 minutes barrier. I think so. Wow. Now this particular section has already taken 6 minutes. I mean, I'm recording this section and we're already in the 6 minutes mark. Incredible. Wow. We've crossed the 3 minutes mark now. Whoa. And this is long, guys. This is really long. Let me know if you guys also, you know, have faced similar load times. Now my PlayStation 4 Pro is definitely not a very loud console. I mean, it's quiet. Well, in some games you can hear the fan noise, but stop and stop. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh my goodness. It took 3 minutes 30 seconds. Well, almost 3 minutes 30 seconds. Is that visible on the camera? I don't know if it is, but man, it took long. All right, 3 minutes 30 seconds. I am going to transfer this game now over to the external storage. All right, so let's exit from here. I'm going to quit this game, close application, as you can see. All right, do you want to close the application? Well, hey, I do want to close this application, so I've closed this application. I'm going to come back after moving this game. I'm also going to let you know as to how long it took for me to move this game from my internal to the external storage. All right, so let's come back. Another massive game. In fact, this one's even bigger than my Cyberpunk 2077. As you can see, 112 GB, and that is incredibly large. So I'm going to try and move this game. All right, I select that, and I'm going to move it over. And this time around, I'm just going to come back and tell you the time as to how long it took. So reset and start. All right, I have got my clock on, and I'm going to tell you exactly how long it took. So I'm just going to pause and then come back to the next sequence. So here we are at this screen. All right, I'm just going to get my clock, and I'm going to keep it here. As I hit on that continue button, I'm also going to hit the button on my clock, and let's see how long it took. Now, when it was stored on the internal storage, the hard disk drive of the PlayStation 4 Pro, it took more than 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 30 seconds approximately. So now let's see how the SSD makes a difference. Here we go. Continue. And start. All right, so just started my clock. And let's see how long it takes. Number one, for AUE to come up. It took a long time for just the character to come up on screen the last time around. But this time, let's take a look at how long it actually takes. So the clock is ticking, and we're already 20 minutes into the timer, and still no sign of AUE. Well, AUE's come up. I think it was relatively faster this time around. So we have AUE on screen now. We're already 37 seconds and counting, and wow. Let's see now. Let's see. I'm interested to find out, and I'm quite excited to know how big of a difference does this actually make. So I'm really close to my timer. My hands on, very close to my phone, and I'm ready to hit that stop button to see how long it actually takes. Now we have already crossed 1 minute. The 1 minute mark has now been crossed. In fact, we're close to the 1 minute 15 second mark almost. 13, 14, 15, and let's see how this impacts the SSD, impacts the load time on your screen. So 1 minute 30 seconds now, still no sign of the game getting loaded, and tick tock, tick tock. Come on, come on. Don't let me down, Samsung SSD. Wow. And I'm going to show you as well. Look at the clock. There you have the clock running. And 1 minute 53, 54 seconds. Still no sign of the game getting loaded. And now we've crossed the 2 minute mark. Alrighty. And here we go, and bam. 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Wow. Now that is a difference. That is definitely a difference. I'm just going to take a quick screenshot. And how long did it take with the other game? With the external storage. It was close to the 3 minute and 30 second mark. So it was 3 minutes and 29 seconds when it was stored on the internal storage. And this time around, it only took 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Now that is a massive difference. It's definitely a big difference. And it goes to show the power of an SSD and how it can actually impact your gaming experience positively. So I'm very, very happy so far. In fact, we've tested this in a couple of games, Cyberpunk 2077 and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now you would see a significant difference in other games as well. So the question is, does that bring your gaming experience on your PS4 Pro closer to your gaming experience on your PS5 as far as load times go? Then the answer is, I would say you're 70 to 75% there. In fact, close to 75% there. In terms of load times, yes, it's definitely closer to your PS5. Now, what would be interesting is to see how this now fares compared to your Xbox Series S. So what I'm going to do is, if you really are up for it, you can put in your request in the comments section, and then I'll be very happy to do a comparison of, let's say, a game like Assassin's Creed Odyssey on your PlayStation 4 Pro with the SSD compared to your Xbox Series S. And let's see, how that dynamic has changed because of this external SSD. So quite an interesting video that's going to be. Again, drop in your comments and let me know. This is definitely a revelation. It's cut your loading time by almost half, you could say, when it comes to switching over from the internal storage of the PlayStation 4 Pro over to your external storage, which is an Samsung T7 SSD. Now, this has been a great experience so far, and I will highly recommend that you also try to do the same. That is, use an external hard disk, use an external solid state drive like the Samsung T5 or Samsung T7, and you will not be disappointed. You can take my word for it. In fact, the results were right in front of you on the screen. Alright, so that brings me to the end of the video, folks. Do let me know if you think I've missed out on something as far as the unboxing or as far as the setup goes. Now, like I said right at the start of the video, I am going to be sharing my gaming experience as well. So I'm going to be doing some tests when it comes to gaming along with the SSD as to how it positively impacts your load times, how it can even help with some very irritating texture pop-ups on games like Cyberpunk 2077. And yes, I have experienced those, by the way. So I'm gonna put a video on my overall experience with the Samsung T7 SSD. Now, if you want to ask any questions, if you want to reach out to me, and if you have any comments on this video, then feel free. The comment box is open, and after I post every single video of mine, I in fact look forward to your comments. So please keep them coming, and it helps my channel grow. And if you have not already hit that like and subscribe button, well, it's free. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Nobody's charging you for it. And even hit the bell icon in case you want to get notified with all my latest videos. Well, that's a wrap for this one, and we will meet again in the next video, folks. This is me signing off, and until then, take care, stay safe, and may God bless you all.